minutes and maybe 2 minutes and 45 seconds like Khalil, uh, his experience of present visit.
Thank you very much, Dr. Shima. Assalamu alaikum. May God bless you. Definitely, I was not intending to come to speak. Making it 3 minutes makes it easier for me to get out of being in front of you. I'm sure you ate and you had a good time, and it's very important to hear what has been said. First of all, I would like to thank the AMC for having given me the chance to speak, and specifically Dr. Al-Amoudi, Mr. Abdurrahman Al-Amoudi. Secondly, I would like to thank Muthanna, Mr. Muthanna Al-Hanuti and Life for Relief and Development for giving me the opportunity to represent them in this last trip. Then I would like to thank Kathy Kelly, who made it easy for us to be proud to be an American. The cream of the society, the conscience of the society. When something goes wrong, they stand up for it, and that's what makes us proud to be American. Well, this is my third trip to Iraq, and I thought it was going to be easier. I have seen all the disasters in the previous ones with Bishop Gambleton and Mr. Ramsey Clark. Yet this time it was so hard, the emotions, more timing on me than the physical exhaustion to see people dying. As if 4,500 children dying every month is not enough to bring people's attention. One child dying. We usually, as a nation, we are a very generous nation. We go to help wherever there is a natural disaster. Yet we are sometimes the cause of this human disaster that's happening. Maybe I would like to respond to my colleague here. I couldn't help but do that. If the intention here is to remove Saddam Hussein, why, for God's sake, we are bombing sewage treatment plants? When I go to hospital in Najaf and Mosul, and not Mosul, Karbala, and in the south specifically, and see their water system is being debilitated, go to hospitals and see children dying of dehydration, lack of medicine. Even if you bring medicine, if their sewage treatment is being bombed, we have visited one to see as an example. What does it have to do with Saddam Hussein but to cripple a whole nation? I would like to tell you that these 9 years of sanction brought out a generation that's very sick physically and also in terms of the education, very poor. We went to schools. Why books are banned from going to schools? Notebooks and pencils. What does it have to do with the regime? If we don't like the regime or we like the regime. If we watch a nation that is dying, we are condemned with it if we don't do something about it. And I feel we have an obligation toward these people. US policy, coupled with the media, have caused a serious damage to a whole nation in front of our eyes. I'll give you just a couple of examples. When I came in the first trip from Iraq, I found a message in my answering machine to visit with a congressman. And I waited to visit with him. And his view was, as long as Saddam Hussein is on power, this will never change. I told him, sir, but there are thousands of children dying every single month because of what we are doing. Those children are not Saddam Hussein. He said, he pounded on the table. That's not going to be changed. Now when we come to the media, we try to hold press conferences in our city. By the way, we as American Muslim Council, we went to feed the homeless in our town. We stood up for the burning of the churches a few years ago, and we felt it is our obligation toward our country, when it's not doing something right, to stand up and tell it. That's not serving our interest. Our image abroad, to be a killer of children, that's not something we would like to stand for. Anyway, one press conference we called for, and I went. It wasn't a major event, and there was tremendous number of media and people as well. And I thought, well, they are responding to us. I was so happy on my way to this to the plaza. And if apparently what it was, another rally was going on behalf of the Greyhound. And that took the whole attention of the media. And we stood up there, we only got the Catholic Key. Thank God that we have conscious papers, such as the Catholic Key and other reporters who were able to report what we are about to say about a dying nation. Again, I was not prepared to talk. I thank you very much for these few moments to share with you. And please do something about it. The children of Iraq are dying. The education is collapsing. If we don't do something within a year, I don't know what will be next. Thank you.
Thank you very much, brother. Could I have Brother Ashraf Nubani here up, please? We come to the last part of the event, that is presentation of awards. But before that, let me just remind you, last night David Bonnier gave us a hint when the routine way of doing things like this, bringing the message, talking to the congressman does not work. There are other ways which we have also done. Remember he mentioned about getting to the streets or something like that. So that the efforts that has been made to get the sanctions